Hello, and welcome to Ballin Awesome.
It's pucking great.
OT! Nathan Kelly here again.
Stephen Blakely, as always. Second time we've done this now.
As always.
Yes. Well, this is what we do here now is when we don't have enough time, and by not have enough time, we forget to mention things in the first part of the show. So thus did the OT, the overtime. So let's kick right into it with the Phoenix Coyotes. Nathan Kelly, you want to go ahead with your opinion on this?
Sure. I think so far Jim Balsille's offer to buy them for $220 million, thereby servicing the creditors, moving them to Hamilton, is a better option than either of the NHL buying an NHL team, which is a huge conflict of interest, and moving them north of Toronto to Aurora, which isn't really that different, and also the Ice Edge group in Saskatoon/Phoenix area, who want to play like 5 games and have practice in Saskatoon and then again in Phoenix, which sounds like a stupid idea. I gotta go with Jim Balsille is the best option. But Steve, you disagree with me?
Yeah, Jim Balsille, I mean, he's done a great job. He's a good Canadian. It's really nice to see, someone from Canada making it big like the way he has with Rim and Black Bear and all that kind of stuff. But he's just gone about this whole thing the completely wrong way. I wish I had one. He's done this the wrong way. If you want to play the game, you have to play their game, and he's done everything he can to make him an outsider in the NHL industry. I think the team should be moved. I don't think that anyone's going to question that. That team can't be in Phoenix anymore. But putting it in Hamilton, an unserviced hockey market, the most, quote, unserviced hockey market in the world, that's ridiculous.
Read a book.
It's not unserviced. There's so many teams around there. There's 2 teams in that province, not including all the teams that are just geographically close to them. Toronto is completely within their rights to say, you know what, it's our territory, we're going to lose money, even though they're making lots and lots of money, they'll still lose some money, and it's within their rights to say, hey, you can't do that, and I think they should put the team somewhere else. That helps, expand the brand in America. Putting the team in Hamilton, yes, it will make money. The team will be successful financially. You never know about the on-ice product, but they'll make cash.
Way more money than they're making in Phoenix right now.
Yeah, because Phoenix is making negative money, and no one's doubting that. The team will make money there, but it's just a drop in the bucket, and it does absolutely nothing to expand the brand of hockey worldwide.
A better option is
Seattle. The Spokane Chiefs are very successful in Seattle. They have the arena where the Seattle Supersonics, the NBA team, used to play. Same kind of capacity for an NHL arena. You just throw the team in there, and then you have something there. It's easy. No one's really proposing that at all, but to me that makes sense. It's a city that loves its hockey. It's in America, in a place where there's no hockey, and the closest team is like, I guess, Vancouver. But, that's not going to really cross over with each other. So put a team there that helps the brand of hockey, and it's a team that can make some money. Obviously not as much money if you put it in Canada, but, putting it in Canada, the NHL is clearly not concerned about the money they're going to make from just the team itself. They're concerned with the product being expanded and then bringing it to Americans and exposing new Americans to the product. And there's a lot of places in the States that are unserviced hockey markets, a lot more than Hamilton, who is a jump, skip, and a hop away from Toronto.
In that order.
That's the one.
Now we go to the jerseys, specifically to start off the Minnesota Wild New Jersey, which is the
third jersey,
which is stupid, ridiculous, slanted, sideways cursive writing with a 1970s Boston Bruins tie-up V-neck thing, and it's ugly. Steven?
It is just crap. I figured they would do a green jersey. That makes sense. Their old home jersey was green. I expected just a green thing with, the big wildcat thing with all the trees in the background.
I expected it to be an improvement on that. Because it was such it's a middling bar. It's like the guy who comes in 16th at the Olympics for the high jump. That's how high the bar was. He's at the Olympics, but didn't do really well. But no, this
was still at the Olympics, though, right?
Exactly. It's a high enough bar. But yeah, no, way, way south of that.
Yeah, it definitely was not. It looks terrible. It's a really bad jersey. I like the Minnesota home jersey. It's a nice jersey. It's interesting. The red's cool. The off-white, whatever you're going to call it. But this jersey's definitely, it dropped the ball. And if they're going to put it a third jersey, at least make it good.
Yeah, although Edmonton had mechanical sperm, so...
Hey, they had Todd McFarlane's mechanical sperm.
I apologize. Now we shoot it over to Taylor Pyatt. Taylor Pyatt recently got signed over by the Phoenix Coyotes. for a 1-year deal who probably might not ever play in Phoenix, might only ever play in Hamilton and or Aurora. But Taylor, I'm glad that you found a way to move on. My heart goes out to you and the entire Bragnola family, and the fact that you've been able to move on is great. So congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, well, we wish the best for you here, and we thank you for playing the way you did here while you were here.
Yep.
So we're going to shoot it over now to the Michael Vick story, a little NFL action here. I'm just going to let Nathan express his opinion here on if he thinks Michael Vick has paid his dues and served his time properly and deserves to play in the NFL.
Michael Vick is an incredible athlete. Not always the smartest quarterback, had great legs, had a great arm, couldn't always make the right decisions. I believe that he has reformed, and in saying that he's reformed, I mean he's never going to hurt another dog again, if for no other reason than he realizes it's stupid, I'm a professional football star.
Yeah.
I think in Philadelphia he put himself in a position where within 2 years he could have a starting role rather than just a wildcat role somewhere else, because someone could, in theory, recognize whatever talent he's got left, if he's got any left. And I think he is truly remorseful.
Yeah.
I think 2 years was enough time. I think that shooting yourself in the leg having the same sentence is stupid. Sorry, Plaxico Burress. But, yeah, I think Michael Vick, it's going to work for him, and I wish him good luck, because I want the NFL to come out on top of this.
Yeah, and it's, you know what, I think they should give him a chance. The whole point of prison, even though it really doesn't always work out that way, is to reform the person who's going in jail so they can come back and become a functioning member of society. And this is Michael Vick's occupation. This is what he does. He could probably do something else, but he wouldn't want to do anything else. And if you can do it, then great. And then that just shows that, you know, prison did the right thing for him. It helped him out, and the NFL is, you know, fair in saying, hey, you know what, you screwed up, you did your time, you learned your lesson, come back now and do your job again.
And one storyline that no one's really touching on is if this works, this could legitimize the American judicial system.
Yeah,
so
it hinges on this, America. Eyes on you.
We're in Canada, so
yeah. Oh, and also want to touch upon the fact that in the Game 6, I believe that the Eagles will be playing the Atlanta Falcons,
which is ridiculous.
Which is awesome. That's you can't write that stuff.
That's going to be the highest rated regular season game of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, barring any undefeated streaks that are going to come along or something like that. Like apparently we have to have an NFL now. If a team doesn't flirt with undefeated, you suck. NFL sucks.
Now we kick it over to Brett Favre. Steve, we'll let you start this one.
Brett Favre, you may recall he retired, and then you may recall he unretired, and then you may recall he retired, and then you may recall he unretired. Yeah, you know, Brett Favre, you know what can you say? Brett Favre is one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of NFL, great talent. He seems like a really good guy. Everything I've seen, he seems pretty humble.
He's really good at seeming.
He seems a lot of things. He seems like he's going to retire. He seems like he's unretired. He seems like he's retired, and then he seems like he's not retired.
He seems like he hates the Minnesota Vikings. He seems like he's about to play for the Minnesota Vikings. While he plays there, that team's never going to be about him. It's going to be about Adrian Peterson. If he is unable to perform, they can fall back on Sage Rosenfeld, who was legitimate for one game with Houston that he almost won, and then he screwed it up against the undefeated Patriots team, or possibly the Colts team, I think.
Was this last year?
Yeah.
It was Colts. Colts were undefeated for a while last year.
Yeah.
Colts. Don't fact check us once again. We will kill you.
Two-way computer. Yeah. That's, so, Tarvis Jackson, Tavares Jackson, however you say it, he's got good legs. He's a dumber Michael Vick.
Dumber than a guy who fought dogs.
Not as much hockey intelligence. Steven?
Sorry, what were you throwing to me there?
This has been Ballin' Awesome.
It's fucking great.